The book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 22. A sound of battle is in the land and of great destruction. I'm going to stop right there. I want to start off as always by giving all praise, all honor, all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachah, Kodash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahweh, Bashmi Yahweh Shai. And Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the elect out there, whoever you might be. Shalom to 144,000. It's the brother Amawan Padah from GMS Denver camp, doing a lesson in regards to recent news, all right, prophetic news, all right, and it signifies that this word is faithful and true, all right. The sound of battle is in the land of America, Babylon the Great, all right. Not just World War III, but internal wars are going to be taking place here on the soils of America, all right. And man, if you don't know what time it is, I don't know what to tell you. All right. People just walking around like ain't nothing happening. Man, look, it's about to go down. All right. Civil unrest is about to just pop off like you've never seen before, man. And we're seeing it unfold, man. We're seeing it unfold. There will be bodies in the streets. There will be dead children. All right, all kind of shit is going to be taking place. And you have to prepare yourself for this, man, spiritually speaking. That's what we've been doing the whole time by giving you these lessons, all right? Showing you what the will of Yahweh Bashmi Yahweh Shai is, and that it entails violence taking place, man. Chaos, confusion. All right? So, without further ado, I'm going to play a quick video clip that just came out, all right? In regards to some recent news. This is from Dabu 7, all right? So, check them out, in fair use, by the way. All right, so here's his page. All right, we get a lot of different news clips from this guy right here. All right, he's one of those truthers. But as you can see, the title says ICE agents ambushed in Chicago as Trump deploys hundreds of National Guards. All
right, guys, it looks like the chaos is unraveling in Chicago. We have word that ICE agents have been ambushed as Trump is trying to federalize and deploy hundreds of troops to the streets to help them. The people coming out in mass, as you can see in some of these images, and what they're saying now is that the ICE agents were rammed and they were boxed in by 10 different cars. This took place in Broadview, Illinois. They're saying that a woman was at the forefront of all this. The police were forced to deploy their weapons and fire defensive shots at an armed U.S. citizen. They're saying the attacker, a woman who was hit, apparently doxed the agents and posted all this online beforehand and said, "Hey to all my gang, let's F those mother effers up and don't let them take anyone." Then the firefight took place and the agents kind of scurrying, running all over the place, not knowing where the shots were coming from at first, per the witnesses, but then they locked into this woman, and this woman was then taken to the hospital to get care for her wounds. Chicago coming out saying that law enforcement were attacked, rammed, boxed in by 10 different vehicles, so I guess all those individuals got away that were in all the rest of those cars. But the person with the semi-automatic weapon, the woman, shot, taken into custody. And it just looks like this is ramping up, leveling up, day after day, night after night. And, the governor there responding to Trump, saying that they don't need the troops there, although there's chaos, breaking loose in the area. And we've warned about this in terms of the troops, because a federal judge said that Trump broke the law, posse comitatus. And what he did, and Trump basically said they're going to do whatever they want to do. They'll deal with the law later. Okay? So, different judges doing different things. We have an Antifa-aligned Democrat now charged with assault on a federal officer outside of the facilities in Portland. And we have a judge there in Portland blocking Trump's National Guard deployment to that region as well, warning of a constitutional crisis, saying that he's breaking posse comitatus Others are saying he needs to abide by that. His administration, again, saying they're going to do what they want and deal with it in court later. And as long as they're sending troops into these cities, you're going to start to see settings like this more and more. So I feel like these events are going to continue to escalate. We're going to see more of them in more cities. This is just the latest. Join me for the live stream going live Monday.
All right, so there you go, man. So the point is that they're saying that there are people attacking these ICE agents in these cities. And we knew that this would happen. All right? We knew that this would happen, whether it be organic or orchestrated. We knew that they were going to have, at some point, an insurrection against the task forces that were deployed to these cities, giving them excuse to come down with lethal force. Now, that lady that they said was firing at agents, that she was shot and injured, get ready to see lethal force being used on these protests, these crowds and whatnot. All right? And that's going to cause all hell to break loose. All right? So without further ado, let's get some precepts. It's all in the scriptures, man. So I had to get it. 2nd Ezra 15, speaking loud and clear. All right? 2nd Ezra 15 and verse 14. And it says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. The word woe goes into destruction. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. The modern day sword is the what? You already know. The firearm. All right? You see? Guns. So, we're in a time in which you're going to see a lot of guns being used, man, by these citizens, that are disgruntled against the government and what's going on. And, vice versa, man. You're going to see the government firing on the citizens. It's going to be crazy out here, man. All right? This is prophecy. It's right here. All right? People just walking around like ain't nothing going on. All right? This is the beginning stages of Jacob's trouble. Okay? Verse 16, it says, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. All right? So that lady was said to, have tried to organize people to go against the government and attack ICE agents. All right? That's sedition, man. People not regarding the authorities. You're going to have people out here not giving a damn about the laws anymore, man, because they've had enough. All right? These damn Edomites have, pretty much, how should I say this, man? Sidestep law and order according to their rules, and are just moving in tyranny. Donald Trump is becoming a damn dictator, man, pretty much. All right? So people are going to be like, you know what? Fuck it. We're going to take matters into our own hands. And that's what you're seeing beginning to take place. And that's going to cause these devils to come down with more harsh laws. All right? Lockdowns. Okay? And people being put down by these agents, man. Lethal force will be used. All right? And as a result of that. And this is what they're pushing for, man. It's called order out of chaos, man. Next verse, it says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. That's what's coming next, man. Lockdowns. Shutting off the highways. Curfews. All right? That's what's coming, man. Look, I'm telling you, this shit is over. All right? This shit is over. And we see it clear. All right? Through the power and spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shai. So, matter of fact, let's get a quick precept, because I mentioned earlier, man, people are just going about their daily lives. I mean, we do what we got to do. We go to our jobs and whatnot, and we go to the store and all that shit. But look, we are preparing spiritually for what's coming. These people are not doing that. All right? You see what I'm saying? The average person don't even know really what's going on. All right? They're not really aware of the urgency of the situation, and they're gonna be caught off guard, man. But anyway, let's get a quick precept on that matter. So this is Matthew chapter 16. I'm gonna start at verse 1. And this is an interaction between the Pharisees and Yahweh Shai, all right, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, right? Now it says, the Pharisees also with the Sadducees came and tempting desired him that he would show them a sign from heaven. All right, verse 2. He answered and said unto them, when it is evening, ye say, it will be fair weather, for the sky is red. And in the morning, it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky, but ye cannot discern the signs of the times. But can ye not discern the signs of the times? All right. So yeah, that's the point right there, man. All right. People are getting ready for these holidays, this holiday season and shit. You know, they know what season it is. You know, that they feel the weather changing and whatnot. They're ready to get their fall clothes out. You know, autumn fashion, and you know, all that stuff. That's what they're concerned about, man. They don't know what time it is. They don't know that this shit is about to go up. All right. This could be a very, very dark winter. You see, all it takes is one event to where a federal agent gets unalive by one of these protesters or whatever, and then, hey, they're going to really lock it down. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to get at here. Any day now, man, shit could pop. All right? So here we have some wisdom right here in the book of Exodus, chapter 23 and verse 2. It says, thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil, neither shalt thou speak in a cause to decline after many rest to judgment. All right, so the point is that, look, man, you are not to go out there and to be with these protesters, all right, at these, you know, raids and whatnot. You know, you got people that want to be a part of something. They want to get the footage and they want to be in the midst. Man, stay the hell away from this stuff, man, if at all possible. All right. Should no Israelite, you know, those of, you know, GMS, all right, or any Israelite for that matter, be joining into these protests and whatnot, man. We are not associated with that. All right. Because Donald Trump has declared them as a, you know, domestic terrorist organization, man. BLM and Antifa and all this stuff, man. This for a reason. It's for them to come down with more wrath, man, on you citizens. They have opinions against the powers that be. All right, so just stay away from these people, man. All right, you're gonna have people get, like I said, you're gonna have people getting shot and killed at these protests and whatnot here in the near future, man. All right, I've had visions of this. I've had dreams of this, man. Of seeing protests going on and the military just unaliving people in the crowd, man. That's what's coming. All right, we just telling you before it happens. So stay away from these people out here, man, that are trying to go up against the you know, the government and whatnot, man. We're gonna wait on our Lord Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai to come through. All right. So yeah, just wanted to bring that out. And this is the words of our Lord Yahweh Shai speaking. All right. And you know, in these times we're in, man, we shouldn't be afraid, man. Don't be afraid of these devils, man. All right. Because the Lord tells us right here in Matthew 10, verse 28, and fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. All right. Now, it's not talking about a dimension where you burn forever. All right. That's not what that's talking about, man. All right. It's talking about how the Lord can put you in a fucked up condition. All right. You see, and destroy you, because the Lord controls all things, man. And but the point is that, you know, it says, fear not him which kill the body. It's talking about Esau, because he's been given the blessing of the sword. And he's going to be flexing it more and more in these last days, especially on you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians. All right? And that's a fear of Esau, man, because guess what? He really doesn't control whether we live or die. And the Lord controls, how should I say this, man? The Lord controls when, where, and how, or if you die. So that's who you should fear. All right? We're supposed to be moving in the fear of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, not in the fear of Esau, man. So I'm gonna get ready to wrap this video up, but I'm gonna bring this one out. This is Matthew chapter 10, and I'm gonna jump down to about verse 16. And these are the words of the Lord Yahweh Shai. All right. Now he says, "Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves." So we gotta be moving in wisdom in these last days, man. You can't just be, doing whatever out here, man. You gotta be aware of your surroundings, all right? Because the wolves are out here, man. The main wolf being these damn devils, these Edomites, all right? Handle your business out here and pretty much get back to the crib, man. I'm not saying you can't, go out and enjoy yourself from time to time, but really, be mindful of your surroundings, man, and who you dealing with. All right, we're in evil times, man. In case you didn't know, all right, shit could pop off at any time. Now, verse 17 it says, "But beware of men, for they will deliver you up to the councils, and they will scourge you in their synagogues." And we're looking for this to happen here in the near future too, man. The persecution of the men of the Lord, man. All right, Donald Trump has already, like I said earlier in this video, declared certain groups as domestic terrorists, man. So do you not think they're going to come after the prophets, the men of the Lord, who are prophesying against them? Come on, man. It's prophesied that they would. All right, we could be snatched up and taken to, government facilities and questioned and interrogated, brought in front of a judge. All right. Verse 18 it says, "And ye shall be brought before governors and kings for my sake, for a testimony against them and the Gentiles." Yeah, man. If we're brought up, before these authorities, it's going to be for the glorification of Yahweh Shai Shai, man. The testimony against them and their wickedness. Verse 19, "But when they deliver you up, take no thought how or what ye shall speak, for it shall be given you in that same hour what ye shall speak." All right, so we ain't got to come up with no dialogue in our minds. We ain't got to come up with no pre-written speech and what we going to say if they grab us up. The Lord's going to speak through his men in that time, man. So don't be nervous. All right. The Lord, he's controlling everything, man. And these devils don't win. All right. So when they come for us, just know that it's all part of the game. All right. Verse 20 it says, "For it is not ye that speak, but the Spirit of your Father which speaketh in you." All right. There you go, man. You see, the Lord's gonna give us the Spirit to say what we got to say when it's time. All right. Verse 21, "And the brother shall deliver up the brother to death, and the father the child, and the children shall rise up against their parents and cause them to be put to death." All right, you're going to have families turning against each other, man. All right, you're going to have family members that are scared of Esau trying to turn some of the men of the Lord in. They might come, to your people's house and threaten them to give up your location and this and that. All right, that's what's getting ready to take place, man. The Lord said this. So don't be surprised, man. We're in that time, man. That's why we're not invested in this current society like that. We already know it's over, man. We're waiting for the kingdom of heaven. That's when we're going to be able to relax and really enjoy life. But right now, man, hey, we just sitting and waiting patiently for the shit to pop, man. All right. And it says, "And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endureth to the end shall be saved." That's right, man. All right. You see that? And that's where, we're hoping the Lord, preserves us for, man, to be saved, man, to endure to the end, to endure all the shit that's coming. So pretty much, man, the elect have a pre-written victory over what's coming. All right. You see, over these devils and their great wrath. All right, through the power and spirit of Yahweh Shai Shai. But it's the mindset that you got to have, though. All right. Revelation 12 and verse 11. "And they, the elect, overcame him," all right, overcame Esau, "by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, and they loved not their lives unto the death." That's right. We don't love our lives in this society. All right. We don't care about the status that we have here and trying to appease these people and, climbing the corporate ladder and all that, man. Look, we're happy and we're thankful and grateful for our daily bread, man. We're just sojourning here, man. We're just waiting to be released from this prison. All right. This is a captivity that we're in. And it's being made evident in these last days that we're not free. All right, our life is here with Yahweh Shai. That's when we're gonna be free when the Lord returns and takes this damn devil down. But we must go through the persecution and the different civil unrest and all that before we're finally freed from this hell, man. All right, and everything is happening according to prophecy, exactly as the scriptures have said. So we have nothing to fear, man. Just hold on and understand what time we in, man. Time is short, man. All right. So I'm in this lesson right here. Just a quick one, man. I want to give all praise, all honor, all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachah Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. A Kwam Yasharallah in the Bible Ball. Shalom to the elect.